guys, welcome to Gusto Reactions once again. Thank you so much for always liking and sharing, subscribing, of course telling your friends about what we do right here at Gusto TV. Today I've got Lala right here today, and we have that boy Zinoleesky in the mix with one other major superstar. Lala, Kilofeshe is the major song right now. Yeah. Do you think the song would have been this big if not for the Mayorkun snippet we saw online?
Well, we know that Mayorkun's been interested in the Zino talents. I mean,
Makpariwo. Yes.
So, but then we know that, we also know that Zino, as much as he has quality songs, I mean, as much as we think those songs should actually do well, perhaps they've not, I don't know, maybe it's Malian's music that is slacking, I don't want to say, but it's his songs that are really, really good are not doing as much as he should do. So if anybody decides to attribute the song doing well right now to Mayorkun, I think they have a point, because we see the effect of Mayorkun on Makpariwo when he did a cover of it. Yeah. Makpariwo rose up on the Apple Music charts and also on Boomplay charts. Yeah. He rose up. We see the effect of Kilofeshe when him and
Zino were in the studio.
Zino appeared on the studio, and then looked like they were doing a remix to it. Yeah. Kilofeshe was a dope song when he drops in December, and then we were expecting it to be one of the best. I mean, one of the highest.
Yeah, it didn't blow at first.
Well, people knew about the song, but it didn't do as much as we expected.
I thought it was heavily slept on.
Yes, it was slept on, and then all of a sudden, I mean, I'm not going to say Mayorkun 100%. I'll say Mayorkun perhaps 70%. 30% can go to the video, because video very dope and it's getting massive airplay. So those two, I mean, we can see Mayorkun, yes, for a fact, is input that yes, Mayorkun is doing a remix. People now got to let me go and check the original, and now the original is high up there and getting airplay on radio. Videos getting airplay on TV stations. So yes, I would like to give Mayorkun some credit
on that one. How did Wizkid discover Kilofeshe?
Wizkid is always in tune with Nigeria.
Far away in Ghana.
Of course, now the only thing they will play wherever lounge he is or is lounging, people will play the songs there now. People will play it. I mean, Wizkid on his live thing, I mean, he was playing some songs that you wouldn't expect that, oh, Wizkid knows about this song. Some UK grime artists, and he was singing word for word and things like that. So yeah, I mean, he's in tune. I won't say he's totally in tune, because it took a while for him to even know about Bellashmada, even though they had introduced Bellashmada to him
before
Bellashmada blew. Poco, that's still in my head now. On the live, I was on that live video, and then Poco was like, "Wizzy Baba, me my boy
Bellashmada, he go blow very soon."
Before he blew, boy, he didn't know who he was. And then until
is it my guy, how far now? My guy, I did for you.
Until Cash App, but now everybody is jumping on
Bellashmada wave. Yeah.
So same thing with, I mean, just do your work. Sometimes these top artists will just notice you. They know good music. In as much as we ourselves, we the consumers, we know what's good and we know what's not good. They themselves, the artists, they know what's good. So when they hear something special, something we know that is special, they also feel the same thing, and they'll feel like, oh man, I love what I'm hearing with this person. Let me go and listen. The same way with Thames. Of course, Wiz has heard Thames on Try Me and been like, oh man, I love what I'm hearing on this song. And he ended up doing a song with Thames, and see where Thames is right now in terms of a standing in the industry. I think the same thing is what's happening with Zinoleesky
right now.
He must have heard Kilofeshe and Makpariwo on several occasions in different places. So it's not so hard for you to notice.
Would Wizkid have jumped on this wave if the song was not big but good?
No, the song has, if it was not big but good. Well, that how will I go about this now? If it was big, I mean, if it was not big but was
good.
A
good song, yeah.
If it was a good song, perhaps you would just recognize the talent. I mean, if it was a good song, I don't think you would get as much airplay for Wizkid to notice. Good songs, sometimes, if they don't get the coverage that they need, they just
these artists will notice.
They die a natural death and people don't notice them. But yeah, Wizkid, I mean, noticing a Zino is based on constant airplay and it being played, his song being played in several places that he has been. That means yes, the PR is working. I mean, people actually love the song and people are playing it. So yeah, I think for him to notice the song, it has to be big. It has to be big enough. I think so, yeah.
Okay, and do you think a Wizkid certification right now would help the song in any way?
Definitely. But as you well know, I am against remixes.
Is Wizkid going to jump on the remix?
If
I mean, we know that Mayorkun, already has a remix of Kilofeshe, but it has not been released, which means that they can sell up another artist.
Yeah,
Wizkid
there's an
certifying.
opportunity. There's a window.
Does it mean Wizkid, Zinoleesky featuring Wizkid and Mayorkun on Kilofeshe remix?
Wizkid already certified Mayorkun time ago. I don't think if he jumps on this remix, it will not be a case of certifying Mayorkun.
No. Certifying Zinoleesky, that's what I mean.
Yes, yeah, of course. Certifying Zinoleesky, which is needed for Zino's career. Zino needs to make the jump. Zino, from the streets, now doing songs with Wizkid. Let me so easy now. I think it's going to be elated if eventually that comes to fruition. And if Wizkid jumps on it, I'll be happy for him. Even though I'm against this sort of remixes, I believe with Zinoleesky, Mayorkun, they have enough talent. They have good enough talent to come together and do a song together. That we would all like. I mean, see, there's Omale, there's Adekunle Gold, Wizkid, and Kwame. Kwame is not a remix. Omale bagged a feature on that song. Adekunle Gold as well. Bagged the feature. They're not remixing anything. They're not remixing none of their songs. It's even hard for me to see. It depends on the label, because nobody will say they want to go and meet Omale and say they want to remix what's it called? Bad Influence or You or Godly. The only person that remixed a song that he had was an American Six Slack. So none of these Nigerian artists, they no go agree for them. So if people can't go to an Omale who just broke out, say he wants to do a remix, then why should any other person agree and say, oh, I want to do a remix? Well, levels are different.
Different strokes, yeah.
Different strokes, yeah. Levels are different because we know what Omale was meant to do without the help of anybody. They were hard to reach. Yeah. So perhaps that's why Omale has the leverage to say, I don't really need you on the remix, let's do a new song together. Perhaps doesn't have that leverage, which is why people can come to him and say, oh, I want to do a remix of Kilofeshe, and he will accept. I understand that. But then again, you got talents, you can do a fresh new song with these guys, and you'll be fine.
Okay, so in one word, Wizkid is not needed on the remix of Kilofeshe.
It's not needed. Wizkid is needed. Wizkid is needed in Zino's career.
Okay.
Yes, his cosign is very important.
Very important.
I would have loved it on the new song, but if this is the best he can muster right now, all fine and good for him.
I mean, the song already, is perfect for a Wizkid kind of flow.
It's not even a high tempo.
It's like Wizkid will easily chew and everything. And having a Wizkid and Mayorkun on the song, might just be like the biggest collaboration this year.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. But yes, it has potential. It has potential. Before Wizzy people come for me and say, so you don't have for any rating today, I beg.
Okay, guys.
You're not rating anything.
No, Wahala, you're done. Thank you so much, guys. If I pull Lala in more trouble on this one, thank you so much. Kilofeshe, the remix, is already, on the table, Mayorkun and Zinoleesky. But of course, Wizkid has come to scatter the table right now and say, guys, I'm certifying Zinoleesky. And guys are already asking, is it going to be on the remix? Guys, what do you think? Should Wizkid, the Machala star boy, be on the remix for Kilofeshe? The song by Zinoleesky currently buzzing everywhere at the moment. Or should they do a new song together? Lala is saying Wizkid is important for Zino's career.
Yes.
But on a remix is not needed. Let's have your thoughts on that particular one, and we'll be right here to reply to you. Thank you so much. Lala has been super amazing today on this show. We'll see you on the next one. Stay safe and God bless.